So today we are pulling tarot and oracle cards for the transit as Saturn moves into Aries. So hello everyone, my name is Debbie. Welcome or welcome back to the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. So this is the second video. The first video is Aries through Virgo. That video got to be almost an hour long. So that's the first video. The second video will be Libra through Pisces to finish out the celestial calendar, right? It's our zodiac signs. But let me go into my notes and make sure that I get everything in here. So again, on Friday the 13th, right? Busy month. Saturn enters Aries, where it will remain until April 12th of 2028. So a little over 2 years. So this is bringing a focus on discipline, responsibilities, structure, and personal goals. So it's bringing almost a Capricorn energy to it, right? So for some signs, it's going to be really difficult. And for others, not quite so much. But this is a 2-year phase of growth, of learning, of deciding who we are and how we're moving through life. So during this phase, though, Saturn will be retrograde in Aries. Yeah, we love retrogrades, right? From July 26th through December 10th, all of 2026. So this is highlighting accountability. Like, are we being accountable for our actions, for our deeds? Are we holding others accountable, right? This is about, it's also going to highlight structured action. So not just action on impulse. But again, I said this is coming from a Capricorn feeling. Very earth, very grounded, very structured. Making sure you have a plan as you take action. And boundaries, right? Redefining your boundaries and your personal and interpersonal relationships. So there's no coincidence that at this time, the temperature of the world, globally, the whole world, is tense. Like if the temperature is really hot, there's a lot of inner fighting, there's a lot of power play. And power play comes from fear. It doesn't seem like it, but it all stems from personal fear. So, and we're going, what's happening here? So, in a nutshell, and I have not heard of any other readers talking about this. This is my personal take on this. The world is going through big old shadow work, right? All the shadows, all the junk, all the pain, all the stuff that we've been trying to hide for so long is now finally making its way to the surface. And in order to heal anything, you have to acknowledge it. You have to see it. You have to pull it up, not from the roots, but from the hull that held the seed that was planted. You have to go into those very depths. And this is what we're seeing globally, all over the place. So those of us in the United States, it might feel like we are the big ones right now. Like we're really going through this big growth phase, or some may look at it like we're completely falling the hell apart. But that's a tower moment. It's in tower moments where the shadows reveal themselves, right? And there's healing in the shadow because there's wisdom in the lesson. So they're going through all of this right now, and it can be a little dicey. And then all these planets, all of the outer planets are all changing signs. They're all aligning with new things, big lessons. So collectively, all of us globally, we're all taking a look and deciding like who we are, like who are you, like who am I? We are reevaluating our core beliefs, like what you believed 10 years ago may not hold true. There may be some elements, but we all evolve. So our belief system has to evolve with us as well. Now, for some, it may get a little more structured and a little more rigid, and some it may become a little more fluid. Okay, we are looking at what we stand for and how we want to move through this world. So as these revelations come up, or these things that are coming out that are being exposed, your initial reaction, how you feel about it, it's going to tell you, like, is this right or is this wrong? And it's going to push you into, or guide you more to the side that, that if you feel it's right, then you're going to lean more into that direction. And it's really trying to redirect you, especially if you've gotten off course. It's leading you back to where you need to be. So, and in the process of all of this, our personal goals, the way, our leadership style, the way we lead ourselves and others, they're all starting to emerge and to blossom, right? We are like beginning to redefine our own personal, define our personal boundaries. So there's a lot happening in the world, the outer world, but it's your inner world that I'm looking at. I'm here for your inner world. The outside world, it's going to do its thing. The only thing you can control is yourself. So let's get into our reading. So we will start off with Libra. We ended with Virgo on the last video. We're coming into Libra. So hello, Libra. We have the Cosmic Energies Oracle deck. We have the Moon deck, Sun and Moon Tarot, the Wild Reflections Tarot, and the Enchanted Path Oracle deck. We're going to use all these cards. So let's go into Libra and see right away. First card came out. We'll just take it. Libra, this is your card. Strength. Your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. And there is a lion on top of the mountain. So maybe you pull in some of that Leo energy. There is a blue butterfly. That is symbolic for anyone. So Libra, you're pulling on your strength. And it is boundless, right? So maybe you let yourself be strong. I'm sorry, there's a dinger going off. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, but notifications still come up on the computer. So let's see what the Moon deck holds for Libra during this. This is a 2-year, almost a 26 month transit. So what does the Moon deck hold for Libra as they go through this balancing act, right? As, Saturn moves into Aries. Oh, we have, I forgive and let go with loving ease. Card number 15. I have to cover the deck a little bit because, I don't know. Some people get in trouble for nudity. I haven't, but. So, strength, unleashing it. This is a big unleashing. So, in yoga, this is camel pose, right? It's like, opening the heart space and just letting the head fall back and allowing yourself to receive. Again, I forgive and let go with loving ease. And again, I'll cover this up. So, and there is a lot of strength required, right, in letting go. We'll take this deck. This is the Sun and Moon Tarot. And we'll see what the tarot holds for our Libra friends. I forgive and let go with loving ease. And the card number on here is number 15. So if that means anything to you, if that number means anything to you, 15, that also narrows down to 6 in numerology. If number 6 or the 6th month means anything to you. So what does the tarot hold for our Libra friends during this Saturn transit as they find their strength? The strength to forgive and let go, right? So maybe there's some shadow work there. Queen of Wands. Finding your heat and your passion. Owning maybe your desires. That's a little Leo energy for sure. On the base of the deck, you have 7 of Pentacles. Right, so maybe you're not realizing like how far you've come or how much work and progress you've made for yourself. But we have the Queen of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 2 cups, 2 queens, and the ironic thing is fire and water, right? So fire and water, they can go really well together, or it can end a little difficult, right? Fire and water together create steam, they create passion, they create mist, right? They can create illusion. But too much, if the fire element is overheated, it can boil away the water. And if the water element gets too big, it can put out the fire. So that's, again, finding that's balance. And this is Libra energy, right? Finding balance. Queen of Wands, though, is asking you, lean into your passions. If you're forgiving and releasing and letting go, then leaning into your strengths and letting that, your strength is endless or boundless, unleash it, right? Have fun with that. This is the Queen of Wands. The King and Queen of Wands are like the fun ones. And just look at her little outfit, and there's a leopard there. I think that's a leopard. And she's got like the wand in the sky. It's, it's all fired up. And she's just out there having a good time. Four of Pentacles. She's got the foundation. She knows who she is. At the core of herself, she knows who she is. Now she's starting to lean into her intuition. She's starting, as she kind of unleashes that wild side, and sometimes we have to let our inhibitions down, right? We have to become a little uninhibited. So we can just make space for the new things. And maybe there's a blockage in your heart that's been there for a while. I kind of get the feeling like there's been something in your heart that has been a little heavy, Libra. That's been healed, but maybe you haven't realized it. The Seven of Pentacles is not realizing or not being able to see how much work you've done, like how far you've come. So you're on this, and again, you have a card of strength, right? Your strength is boundless. You've gotten a lot more healing than you realize. You have a lot more ability to go out and have fun and find joy. So if you've been holding yourself back from that, it's time to just exhale, forgive. Whatever it is, yourself, the situation, people, ideas, being stuck, not being passionate, or not listening to your intuition that's guiding you to have a good time. Or for some of you may have been so focused on one thing that you haven't been able to see that there's a world around you asking you, Libra, come out. It's time to come out and have a good time. Let loose. You've already set your foundation, right? Your foundation is set. It's good. It's time to come out. Let your heart shine and have a good time. Let your passions flow. Yeah. So, Libra, there's a lot. Fun is calling you. We'll pull out a card from the Enchanted Path and see what that says. But ultimately, Libra, fun is calling. So answer the phone. So hello, fun. Libra here. Yes, I would like to join you. Thank you so much. So I can't wait to see what Libra does here. What fun calls to them. And here we go. And card, when they jump out, we have to take them. Abundance. Abundance flows to those who believe in its presence. So, again, to believe, right, is to let go of resistance. And this is, knowing that you're strong and unleashing the boundaries that have been keeping you maybe from believing in the abundance that's available to you. Whatever abundance means for you. For most people see this and they go, oh, money's coming in. And that could be. It could be an abundance of freedom from old emotional wounds. For some of you, that's what I'm picking up. Abundance can mean an abundance of time. Maybe you have a job where or your life is just really busy and you don't have a lot of time. So maybe unlocking some time is coming to you. And that comes in, again, following your passions, going out, answering the call to fun, forgiving and letting go yourself or others, or whatever the situation is. Maybe forgiving yourself for not making yourself available to yourself and to your friends to go out. You have abundance and you have strength. It takes a lot of strength to allow yourself to feel and receive abundance, Libra. These can be very opposite feelings. But you are a Libra. You can balance all this stuff out. Strength and abundance. They are yours for this transit. Everything else is just the journey for you. Libra, that is your reading. Let me know how that resonates. It's a 2+ year cycle, right? You have plenty of time to let me know. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And we will go in to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. How are you? Happy transit of this lovely time for Saturn to move into Aries. How is Scorpio doing? Our keepers of secrets, right? Scorpio, you are the death card in the tarot, right? You are death and rebirth. You are the ultimate shadow. So what does cosmic energy cards hold for our Scorpio friends here? You have growth. Growth is a journey. Trust each step. I think Virgo had this card as well. Growth is a journey. Trust each step. So you're trusting each step. Libra is unleashing their strength. So let's see what the moon deck holds for our Scorpio friends. So growth is a journey. And this tree, just to point this out, like there are butterflies in the sky. There are ornaments hanging from the tree. Interesting. So if any of that resonates with our Scorpion friends, just take note. Butterflies, there's orange butterflies. Butterflies mean anything to you. We know that means transformation. And again, you are the card of death in the tarot. That is rebirthing, though. That is death and rebirthing. That is the ultimate transformation. And you have butterflies on your oracle card. So if that means anything to you, look into that. Let's see what the moon deck holds for our Scorpio friends. I love this. I trust the mystery of life. Card number 28. So very much in that Scorpion energy, right? The mysterious ones. Again, Scorpios are the keepers of the secrets. They are the shadow work. They are the shadows, right? And then they get to decide when the light shines in. So growth, trust the journey. Growth is a journey, trust each step. And then again about trust. I trust the mystery of life. Trust is a theme coming up for you, Scorpio. So let's see what the tarot holds for you. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot deck. And I'm just going back and forth between whatever deck calls me. If you're watching the whole video, I just used the other deck for Libra. So let's see what the tarot holds for our Scorpion friends during this transit, this 2+ year transit. Tarot, what do you hold for our Scorpio friends during this Saturn Aries transit time? Nine of Swords. So you're coming to the end of a cycle. Scorpio, something is coming to a conclusion, right? But again, you're the sign of death and rebirth. Death is like the ending of something. The Empress, right? The root of where you're going is you're coming into new things. You're birthing new ideas. Maybe having, oh yeah. So Scorpio, no wonder trust is coming out. Some of you are really trying to heal from a deep emotional place. And for you, I'm probably going to have to pull some more cards. You have the Empress on the bottom, right? Emerging something new. And the Nine of Swords, right? Coming to the end, coming to the conclusion of something. That conclusion was like coming out of a deep emotional space. This could be a heartbreak, or this could be, some shadow work. Something was really deeply emotionally embedded in you, and it's starting to come out. I mean, there are the three, and here, arrows in the heart. And how we heal is not by running away from those arrows, but grabbing on each one and just pulling it out. And then healing, that's the gap that's left with love. Some of our Scorpio friends are going through a lot. You also have the Five of Cups, which is a sense of, this could be a lost relationship. This is what I'm picking up. So we're going to pull some more cards and clarify some of this for you. The Five of Cups, this could be a little bit of living in the past and leaning into the feelings of what you've been through, and you're not even realizing that, and maybe it hasn't made its way to you, that there's opportunity. It's just waiting for you to turn around and take a look in a new direction. And trust, take one step. Trust that there's a reason why things did not go the way that you had anticipated, or the way that you wanted, or the way that you planned. Let's go a little deeper into this, though, for Scorpio. Let's get a little more information on the Nine of Swords for Scorpio. So, Tarot, can you give me something for the Nine of Swords on Scorpio? Two of Swords. Okay. I'm getting the sense that there is some type of deception. It could be a love deception, or something at work. I get the feeling that there has been a bit of deception. So here we go, Scorpio. I think you knew about it, and you just chose not to look at it. You said, "Oh, you know what? I'm not. I'm just going to let this go." And then it got to the point where you feel like you're breaking down a little bit. So let's qualify. Let's see. What can you tell me about the Three of Swords? Here we go. Two of Wands. Okay. So now you're starting to come into a healing phase. Two of Wands is making new choices. Right. Dominion, right? And right on top of the card, Dominion. Taking dominion over your life. Taking back control of yourself. Taking those first steps. Trusting that there's these cups behind you. Now you're starting to turn the corner. Looking in a new direction. Allowing those cups that are there to come forward. Instead of looking at the cups that have spilled, or the things that's been closed off, or that has ended. Now you're making space for new opportunity. You're taking dominion. Let's get one more card for Scorpio. What can you tell me about the Five of Cups? Yeah. Princess of Swords, right? Now you're starting to get curious. You're starting to get new ideas and a new vision for yourself, Scorpio. This is good. It's going to take you some time, though. This is a 2-year process. I don't think it's going to take the whole 2 years, but it's probably going to take well into 2026 for you to actually start to feel like, you know what, I'm coming back to me now. Let's see what the Enchanted Path holds for our Scorpion friends. But here's the thing, Scorpio. Of all signs, you're the one who can handle this. You're probably going to do a lot of retreating, right? It's like stepping away from a lot, and that's fine. Do that. But trust, right? That there's a reason things did not move forward, because again, you have the Empress. And just look how that light just shines on that new birth that she's giving. You're moving into a whole new life, Scorpio. So whatever it is, there's a reason. Eternal love. Recognize that love is constant, is a constant eternal force. So let love heal you, however that means for you. Growth is a journey, right? Trust each step. Trust the mystery of life and know that it is eternal love, right? That is a constant force. It's a deep reading, Scorpio. If you have any questions, if you would like to take a deeper dive into a little more personal reading for your situation, feel free to reach out. And we will go on to, hello, Sagittarius. How are my Saggy friends out there? Let me just put all these cards back. And we'll pull cards for our Sagittarius friends. What do the Cosmic Energy Oracle cards hold for our Saggy friends? Let me just give a little knock here. And what do you hold for Sagittarius for during this this 2+ year transit? Huh? Friendship. Cherish friendships. They are the harbors for your soul. So, right, cherish those friendships, those relationships. They are the harbors for your soul. Sounds like a little reflection time or a little meditation time, Sagittarius. But let's see what the moon deck holds, right? Okay. All the cards are coming. Hold on, that's not what we want. Okay, Sagittarius, slow down. And let's see what the moon deck holds for our Saggy friends. Now is the time to integrate all that you have gathered. Card number 19. So whatever you have learned, whatever you've been doing, it's time to start to pull it all together and see what you have for yourself. Time to integrate. Integration and friendship, right? It kind of, friendships, they're all relationships, right? So bringing them together. Let's see what the tarot holds for Sagittarius. Interesting. Very interesting. And she has in her hand, it looks like her hands are glowing. So I just wonder if some of you are not Reiki practitioners or are going through some type of personal healing journey. So what does tarot hold for our Sagittarius friends as they lean into their friendships, as they start to come into integration? 10 of Cups. Okay, Sagittarius, wish fulfillment, dreams coming true. 7 of Wands. Knight of Wands. The Fool, new beginning. Brand new beginning. Right on the very edge. She's got her wand. She's got her puppy, which is a little fox. So, Sagittarius, again, with friendships and integration, gathering, it's time to integrate everything you've gathered, put it together. You're working on something new. And you're working on something really big. You're starting to follow, or the path is starting to open up for what you truly want. So the things that have been holding you back are probably going to start dissipating. 10 of Cups. Fulfillment, happiness, joy, sunshine, Sandy Beach. It's like, 20 degrees here today. So for me, this card looks really fun. 7 of Wands, Knight of Wands. It's really important, Sagittarius, to take a step back and see what you truly want. Like what's a big yes to you? What lights you up when you think about it? And both of these people, you know, the woman with the backpack crossing over the river. So she's, I mean, we could just say like she's crossing over the river, right? And that very well could be. It could also be that she's rising above her emotions. So whatever emotional distress she's been through or whatever heartbreak she's been through, she's starting to heal from that and rise above that. And she's letting her passion take her in a whole new direction. Again, like she's out there by herself. And again, like she's by herself, just kind of having a good time. And just see where the world takes you. Maybe you let the world take you because it's taking you someplace really fabulous, Sagittarius. But some alone time, some time in solitude with yourself is probably going to be the best thing for you. Not completely getting away, but just disconnecting. Disconnecting from the world a little bit. A couple days here, a couple days there. Shutting down on the telephone and the social media, and these are pictures, they're all out in nature, but this is about really connecting to the nature like of you, your internal nature. And that's where you find your healing, and that's where you find the capacity to integrate and bring together what you've learned and put that out into the world. Courage. Be brave enough to chase your dreams. Oh my goodness. And this is like the perfect card to end this for Sagittarius. Right? Courage is just, 20 seconds of doing something, even though you're just scared out of your mind. But you're going on a new journey, Sagittarius. It's a great journey. Leave yourself open. Embrace it. Good things are coming for you. Enjoy the journey, Sag. And we will go into, hello, Capricorn. How are you? Happy February. And happy transit of Saturn into Aries. And let's see what the cards hold for our lovely Capricorn friends. And again, this transit holds a lot of Capricorn energy. It's almost as though Capricorn is guiding this transit. Maybe not. That's what I see. Here we go. And I love this. Self-love. Self-love is the foundation of all love. So loving yourself. I think Leo got nurture yourself. So this is the next element up, right? Self-love, really loving yourself. That is the foundation of all love. And it is your connection to you, yourself, which brings you to your connection to your spiritual beliefs. Whether it be a traditional structured religion or more on the spiritual, free-flowing aspect. All of that is within you. It's always when you tune into the internal part of you that the rest connects. So Capricorn, let's see what the moon deck holds for you. Movement awakens my creative spirit. The movement awakens my creative spirit. Look at that. Now get some movement, get the body moving. And that's part of self-love, right? Taking care of your body, exercising. I'm going to say do yoga, walk, lift weights, dance, sing, right? Movement, all of that is, It also moves out the stagnant energy, right? And brings out forward your creativity. So let's see what the tarot holds for our Capricorn friends. So get out there. Go take a dance class. Go just run through the woods or a little trot. Go and get some movement. Some happy movement. Some joyful movement. Put on some good music. And let the party start. You have The Hanged Man. Changing your perspective. Seeing a different way. And I'll show you the card. The person on here is doing a yoga headstand, which I love. I do them all the time. High Priestess. You're the only one that is Capricorn that has had 2 major arcanas come out. And they're back to back. The Hanged Man, higher consciousness, or seeing things from a different perspective, leaning into his upper chakras. And the High Priestess is the ultimate connection to the divine source, your inner spirit, your inner self, and that around you. Five of Wands is on the root of the deck. Okay, so you have 3 major arcanas here, Capricorn. And should I be surprised? Like, no. Of course, Capricorn, right? You are the royalty of the zodiac. The Hanged Man, right? Changing your perspective, looking at things from a new direction. And in yoga and inversions, they tend to quiet down the central nervous system in the body. We are less anxious. We change the direction of flow of the energy. And it creates a sense of calmness. And in that calmness, we can awaken that what is deeply embedded within us, the High Priestess. You can awaken this higher self to tune in to the universal divine consciousness and our own intuition and our own connection to all that is. This is a very profound spiritual reading for Capricorn. Then you have the Hermit. Allowing yourself, once you start to tap in, to receive the universal download, to receive the energy that is meant for you, to receive the wisdom and the guidance that is already there for you. And this comes because you decided, I'm going to love myself. This comes because you said, I want to awaken my spirit. And how do I do that? Let me move my body. It comes from, maybe I'm in yoga class, of course, right? And we do a headstand. And then you start to get this sensation. This was happened to me when I started to get these sensations and feelings. But then a lot of energy came in. So then you have the Five of Wands at the root of the deck. All of this is pulling you away from whatever chaos was happening before, or whatever. Chaos is a strong word, so maybe I'll back that word up a little bit. So whatever disruptions have been going on that have been keeping you from who you are and from your focus, right? This is now going away because you're getting this centered and grounded and confident and strong. Yeah, Capricorn, I love this. Let me pull your Enchanted Path card. This is a great reading. But of course, it's Capricorn. My grandmother, paternal on my dad's side, Capricorn. I say this all the time, January 1st. She has been around me a lot lately. My dad's family has been around me a lot lately. So I'm sure Capricorn, she's saying, these are the cards. This is what Capricorn is going through. This is who Capricorn is. And make sure that they know it. Joyful living. Choose to live joyfully every day, right? So how do we do that? I have little reminders on my phone when I wake up for my screensaver, and it just says things that, I just have 3 different things. And I just start saying those to myself when I first wake up, right? It's like a little mantra for the day. But creative, right? Wake up your creativity. Love yourself. And in loving yourself, you find joy in living every day. Capricorn, thank you for that lesson. I think this is a reading everyone should probably listen to. That is your reading, Capricorn. If you would like to take a deeper dive, feel free to reach out. And thank you. And we will move on now. Hello, Aquarius. How are you? Happy transit of Saturn into our lovely Aries. So let's see what the cards hold for our Aquarius friends. We'll start off with our cosmic energy. And we'll see where it goes, right? So we just did Capricorn, Aquarius. Let's see what the cards hold for Aquarius today. Bravery. Somebody else had this too. Face the unknown with bravery. Trust your steps. Trust your steps. Okay, not the steps of someone else, but your personal steps. Now, she looks like, if you saw Sagittarius, Sagittarius pulled the Fool card, which is about new beginnings. But the Fool is very much somebody like on the edge of, a mountain, a rock, a cliff, ready for a new adventure. Like trust, but can you trust your next step? And it looks like these stars, although I don't know, I kind of think that they resemble like a head. And the consciousness around you, the universal consciousness around you. I don't know if that's what that is. There's no book to this deck, but that's what I pick up. So that's what I go with. So Aquarius, I love this. Let's see what the moon deck holds for our Aquarian friends. And you have conscious eating nourishes me. And this is a bowl of, looks like figs and blueberries. So conscious eating. So what nourishes you? And it's about really, this is talking about food, right? We want to nourish ourselves. But also, what is nourishing for you? What nourishes your soul? What nourishes your mind? What nourishes your body? What nourishes your heart? What nourishes your spirit, like that which you believe in. Conscious eating nourishes me. So what nourishes you, Aquarius? Bravery? Maybe. Let's pull out your tarot cards. And this is a sun and moon deck. And we'll see what does tarot hold for our Aquarius friends. Okay. Five of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Okay. So you go from uncertainty to certainty. And I'll show you the cards in a second. The Devil. You're letting go for sure. Princess of Pentacles, right? Okay, so the Princess of Pentacles would be aligned with the Page of Pentacles. If you were if this is a traditional Rider-Waite. So you have bravery, right? Trust your step. Like I said, trust your own step. Then it's about conscious nourishment. What nourishes? This is about conscious eating, but I'm going to expand it on all levels of consciousness. What nourishes you? Food, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So you're coming out of, again, Aquarius, you're coming out of a phase of uncertainty or feeling like you don't have enough or you're not quite sure which direction to go. Straight to the King of Pentacles, that you're rising right to the top. It's not going to take you long. All it's asking you is to take one step. And when you take that one step, the next step will appear. Like you don't need to know the whole path. You don't need to have all the instruction manual there. You need to take a step. You need to trust into your intuition, your guidance, your higher consciousness, whatever it is you call it. That's where you lean into. You take that step and it will start to catapult you to feeling safe and secure and stable and rich and wealthy. Whether it's financially or just feeling that way emotionally. And I don't mean just by a small thing either. They both have a lot of gravity and weight. You're finally releasing the fear of moving forward, the things that have told you, whether it's things, situations, or people, or whatever you've heard in the world that has told you that you can't do something. You can't take that step, right? Because if you take a step, you're going to fall off the mountain into the water. But you say, Aquarius, you say, I trust my step. Because if I fall, I will swim. And you know that. And that's where you detach from anything that has held you back. And the Princess of Pentacles, you start to get curious now about a new way of building your life. About building new structures that feel free and conscious instead of oppressive. I love this, Aquarius. Let's pull your card for the Enchanted Path. I was going to say, let's move on to your Enchanted Path. Let's pull your Enchanted Path card, your last card, Aquarius, because there's a lot of growth happening here. All the signs are going through growth. Some are taking their time. Some are going at a different speed. Trust the process and your journey. 2 cards of trust. Bravery. Trust your steps. Trust your steps. Trust your steps. And trust the process and your journey. And she's taking a whole new journey right into something new that she has no idea. But she'll figure it out, because when she hits the water, she will swim. She'll find her fins. She will swim. Trust the process and your journey. Wow, this is a big awakening, Aquarius. I'm loving this. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. I love these readings. It's going to be a very interesting time, this Saturn in Aries. Not easy for everyone, but interesting. And Pisces. Hello, Pisces. What does this hold for Pisces? This transit. Now, Pisces, you just got rid of, or not got rid of, but Neptune just left you to move into Aries. And now Saturn is moving into Aries. So Pisces might feel a bit of a relief. You almost might feel a bit of a sense of loss too. Let's see though. Let's see what the cosmic energy holds for our Piscean friends during this time. Support. Seek support. You don't have to bear everything alone. Community. Packs, right? Wolves. Highly intuitive, right? The wolves are very intuitive. Pisces are very psychic. But find that support. Find that community. You do not have to bear this alone. Whatever it is. You don't have to go through things alone. I think Gemini had something similar to this. Is it Gemini? I forget. Maybe. So support, Pisces. Same card again. Conscious eating nourishes me. We'll just take this. Card number 29. And even look at the colors on these 2 cards. Like, they are all from the same color family. So, get support, right? Take or do what nourishes you. Whether it is, again, the food you eat, the thoughts you think, the books that you read, what nourishes you in your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual spaces, right? Okay, this card just popped right on out, so we'll just let it stay here. The Lovers. And again, you have this card of support. Like, you don't have to do this alone, or you don't have to bear everything alone. And then you have the card of the Lovers. That's Gemini energy. Five of Pentacles. So that is about choice. And that is about unity. And that is about balance and partnerships. And let's see what else comes out. Five of Pentacles. We'll see what that Five of Pentacles means in a minute. We may have to clarify some more things for you as well. Six of Pentacles. Things are looking up. And Three of Cups. Celebrating life. So that is the root of your deck. This is about celebrating life. And celebration comes with your community and your support. It comes with nourishing yourself. And again, this talks about food, the things that you eat. But it's also about your thoughts, right? It's about the words that you speak. It's about the feelings you take in. And this is really about love, Pisces. You have the Lovers, which is, again, harmony. It is balance. It is that support system. And this is, for some of you, this could be a new relationship, or maybe a relationship that's fairly new and going to the next step. You have the Cupid right up here. The arrow is pointing straight down to them. So for some of you, this is either a new relationship or a relationship that is taking itself to the next level. Whatever fears and worries you had from, these are the past. They are going by the wayside. Six of Pentacles is about moving out of the shadow of worry and feeling lost to the feeling of generosity. And out of generosity comes community, comes joy, comes celebrating life. Celebrating life. Support. Celebrating your life by consciously doing things that nourish you. And again, these are figs and, looks like figs and blueberries in the bowl. Some of my favorite fruits. Pisces, you have a lot of great things coming up. Let's pull your card from the Enchanted Path. Underneath the Three of Cups was the Ace of Cups. And then the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of cups here. A lot of intuition. A lot of emotions. These are good emotions, Pisces. I see love coming for you. And again, some of you are taking your relationship to the next level, which is a deeper commitment. So let's see what the Enchanted Path holds for our Pisces friends. Pisces, I love this. I'm so excited for you. But I get excited for all the signs. I mean, all this is information. You have two cards that popped out. Energy. Direct your energy towards what you want to achieve, right? Harmony. Consciousness. Love. Prosperity. Celebration. Love. I mean, really. Whew. And that's the first card, energy. And your second card is eternal. Oh my gosh, eternal love. Somebody else just had this. I think it was Scorpio. Recognize that love is a constant eternal force. So direct your energy towards what you want to achieve, and eternal love. Recognize that love is a constant eternal force. There is love for you, Pisces. And it's like, it's about time, right? Some of the signs, our mutable signs, have all been through a really hellish 8 to 10 years. I mean, really, really tough. Things are starting to soften. Things are starting to heal. Pisces, there is so much love coming in for you and around you. Let yourself receive. So everyone, that is the full reading for this transit of Saturn moving into Aries. If you have any questions, put them in the question box, or feel free to reach out to me if you would like to schedule your own personal reading. Until next time, I send you light and love.